We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Got it. Ready?
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Again, it's Walker. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Walker. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. 2nd and 14. Flush to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up a shot.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He's able to find Melton. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And Stroud now to throw. Caught here by Conley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Stroud off the play fake. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. In this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's going to bring up 2nd down. Yet another completion here in this opening drive, and he's now perfect for to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And the Texans are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Straight ahead, Walker. Last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Sticking with Walker on second down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down about the 39. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4th down territory, though, if they stop. And Walker has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And they'll bring up 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Come on, come on. Hey! Hey, smash Broncos!
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. He completes this to Walker. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Kyle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The Texans have 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Collins complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved to the combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moves right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Stroud to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
60 Bison. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Three.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal, Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Kevin McPherson on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Kick over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far is 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will. If you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we're talking about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Myers' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots in the end zone and try to turn it into 6.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a give, right side. Kyle, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Stroud on third down now. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he is going to have the Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they...
Well, they get to Stroud. Nowhere to go, and he goes down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
The second down throw now from Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Toss left side for Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That's what I love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. We're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick. 60, 18, 5 in.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Right there,
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Go.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 22.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Unlock line. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kyle. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Stroud looking to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Go, Rig, go.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
On the 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready?
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, smash Bronco. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Shot.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready, set.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. On the pass.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
139 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Okay, ready?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They run again with Walker. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
44, Texans 3. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well
come
done.
on.
Here's 3rd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Shot alert, shot alert.
They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Get it.
And they take a knee.
Ready.
And they will take a knee here. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.